Okay, we will assume for the video that you know how to take your shotgun down to here. Barrels off, fore ends off, bolts out, trigger groups out. That's it. You should be able to do that if you're even considering replacing your magazine tube yourself. From there on, we'll have we'll clamp it in a vise that has an aluminum V-block in it. And we use the V-block to clamp this round surface without crushing it. If you feel your magazine tube, you'll feel there's a thick section here, a thin section, and a thick section. Try to clamp the thick sections just to preserve the integrity of the tube for future use or for sale or whatever else you want to do with it. We're going to apply heat in this area to break the bond between the two pieces made by the Loctite. Right here is a little plastic gem. It's a bushing that keeps the rear of the fore end tight from rattling too much. So you don't want to heat that too much. Heat a little bit won't hurt it. Don't want to heat it too much. No use melting it. You like to preserve that for future use too. I'm going to use a heat gun. You could use your girlfriend or wife's hairdryer. You could use a torch. Apply a little liberal heat right there. It'll come loose. For video, this has already been taken off once, but I'll just go through the motions to show you what you have to do. Heat on. Localize the heat in this area. That's why I've assembled the receiver in the vise like this. Instead of trying to heat the top of the receiver, let's heat where it does the most good. You may even see this little plastic piece start to get shiny. You've got enough heat on it when that starts to get shiny. Okay, you've got enough heat on it, grab a hold of the receiver, give it a firm twist, and it will loosen up. Once it starts to loosen up, pull it out of the vise, unscrew the tube. Okay, magazine tube, and there's your little bushing. Set that off to one side. We want to clean the inside of the receiver, all the residual Loctite. Loctite bonds better when you've got a nice clean surface, so you want to clean that all out. Sometimes I'll go in with a stainless steel brush and make sure it's extra clean. You want to pay particular attention to the surface at the very end. There's a little lip right there where my fingernail is that seats against this part of the magazine tube. So you want those two surfaces to mate, so you don't want any dirt in between them. Once this is clean, you can use a little brake cleaner. Make sure it's nice and dry and ready to receive the one-piece magazine tube. Here's the tube. To begin with, you'll see that it's all one piece. The magazine spring and the follower are contained inside and are held back by this little tie wrap. So to begin, we'll go ahead and take a little blue Loctite, put a little on the threads, screw it into the receiver. I usually give it a couple, 2 or 3 turns, up against the seat, and then one more time with a good firm twist. That's done. This silver piece is stainless steel, and it's a union between the receiver and the magazine tube. So both of them attach to this union. So at this point, you're going to want to back your magazine tube off just a little bit. You can expose 3 or 4 or 5 threads, not too many because you'll pop the whole thing off. Again, take a little blue Loctite and then tighten it back up. I tighten mine all the way down until it stops, so it's solid against the edge, just like that. It's loose, so you could, if you wanted to, make your logo show up. So you could back it off up to a half a turn to make your RCI X2 line up so you can see it from the side. I just assumed it was all tight and solid, so that's how I set mine up. At this point, you can go ahead and cut your tie wrap out of the way. And you'll hear the follower snap into place. Once you have with the follower in place. And for the most part, you're done. That's a one-piece tube installed. Spin off the barrel nut. I won't put the whole gun back together because, again, you should know how to put your shotgun back together. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's all together and how it looks. to really clean installation. And there you are. 24-inch Benelli, 10-round tube, extended choke tube. It holds 10 in 1. No seams, no clamps, no shifting of zero, no nothing. It's stronger, as light or lighter. It's the way to go. I love it. So that's why I did the video for Mark. X-Rail, X-Rail.